everyone! I am Tacet, and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom stream, week 21, day 2. So, of course, two main objectives today. The first is we're going to be obviously messing around a little bit with Tower of Doom. So, we'll be messing with that, getting our battles in, probably getting to the low 20s there. I don't think we'll be able to go all the way, but we'll get to those low 20s, and then head over to the other event that we have going on, which of course is the faction of Primal Rift. So this is a green-purple restriction. Actually one of the easier places to do if you're looking to try to get a 500 done. Obviously we won't be since we already finished it out in the past, but apparently almost the entire leaderboard's filled of them. Actually maybe not the entire leaderboard, but it looks like the top about 60-ish or so. Maybe a little bit further down, almost to 70. Has a bunch of 500s going on. But yeah, almost the entire leaderboard. Gosh, still quite packed. But yeah, do keep in mind, it is only a Tuesday event, so if you do want to get that done on leaderboard there, you only have today, so do be wary of that. Obviously, we won't be doing that ourselves, though, since as of last week, 1 week prior today, we ended up getting all the factions complete. So yeah, we now have 2,500 on everything. So yeah, we don't ever need to do it again, other than for when new factions come out. So we never need to do it on a Tuesday again, which is nice. Or I don't need to, because it's really good to not have to deal with the whole one-day event thingy that they have. But yeah, we'll still have to do it into the future, but we'll have 3 days to do it whenever we do. And the next one, I believe, is not this Friday, but the following Friday, so right around the corner there. Anyways, so let's go and head over to Tower of Doom then, and go from there. So I did get a little bit of a cough back today, by the way. Seasonal allergies, they're all over the place. But I've been feeling kind of mad today, overall. I've been trying to rest up some. But hello Giggity. Hello Giggity. Hello Humberto. Hello Bill Warhammer. I was reading what you said rather than your name fail. Hello Spins. Hello Cookie. Hello Drock Savage. Hello Frank. Hello Tech Prof. Hello Steve. Hello Curtis. Hello Barbara. Hello Frank. Hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Tower of Doom. Let's go into that. Still probably gonna be using the same team. Just need to figure out what on earth we need to go use. Looks like my guild scouted amazingly ahead. Nice. Let's see. Well, what were we at? 18. We got a lucky and we got a 3. So 2 3. And then we got our unlock. We won't need fireballs for a little bit. Currently we are using Jar of Eyes with double Tesla into an Astral Spirit. It's basically just a full-in Tesla team centered around a little bit of board control. And I will throw that down, throw it down again. Also, I just realized I'm using armor right now. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. But not the most ideal setup. Actually, probably 20% into armor might be a little bit better. We do want that little bit of extra mana start going for it. So right here, I do not see that good of an option. I'm actually going to take a brown here. And that didn't help us too much. We'll take a blue to red. Actually, we'll take a red then blue. We'll do that. Take our blue over. Oh, whoops. Pff, blue blocks. Okay, let's take our red directly and get it up then. He's already dead. Oh, never mind. That's not enough damage after the other one died and we already took skull damage. We'll need one more then. Let's see. What's the easiest way of doing this? Let me actually go take deliberate damage on our hero just so we can get some explosions. And somehow that still does not have full mana. But that'll be dead right there. Even if he kills us, it has no effect on this game mode. We don't lose any points for doing so. And then we can take out this room over here. And it should be good to go. Do you have all the mythics in the game? Yes. We have every single mythic as well as every single troop in the game, with the only exception being the Mech Gnome. And the main reason for that is because I've been hoarding Vault Keys ever since Mech Gnome came out. So I've actually never even opened any Vault Keys since Mech Gnome for the most part. So that's the only reason why I'm missing that. But we could easily get it if we just open some Vault Keys that we have laying around. And once we reach 200 plus Vault Keys, I'm going to start just opening all of them once we get them. I just want to keep 200 reserve. Every single one that we get beyond 200, we're probably going to start using from now on. However, we're not at 200 yet. We got pretty close on the Vault event weekend, but we weren't able to get all the way. I believe currently we're at 197, if I'm not mistaken, is how many we should be at. Let me double check. We are at, yep, exactly 197. So we still need 3 more Vault Keys, and every Vault Key, therefore, we probably are going to open immediately. Just have some fun opening them again. Then our gems are starting to get low. Could be a good way to try getting some more gems. Same as opening all those glory keys from earlier, as well as those gold keys. Both, all of those would technically give us more gems in a quick amount of time. Okay, anyways, what am I doing? Click back over to Tower of Doom. Still got to go forward. I believe those were the only 2 rooms we needed to do there. So let's go and head forward to the next little area right over here, and be good to go. So hello, Isabel. Welcome. Hello, Birdleaf. Welcome as well. You're trying Pure Faction, but the first card doesn't die, and you've always lost 2 Alder Fathers with a single shot. Not that easy. Wait, what are you dying to in one shot? I don't recall anything that one shots within the faction, unless you're talking about the in-between battles, in which case there could be several. But I don't believe the first or last slot has anything that can really kill you, other than I guess that one targeting one. Yeah, I believe it only has one single target one, right? It's the plant that has 25% reflect, I believe, is the one that has the single target attached to it. Oh, did we get rid of brown here? Actually, no, because we need it for our explosion. Let's see, we'll throw that down for now. Because basically what you need to do, it's fine if some of your older fathers die, but the basic premise is get Trent and first slots, buff them like crazy, and have at least one older father alive to constantly keep buffing out. And that's pretty much the game plan in order to keep getting your skull spam that you need, and while you buff your Trent. And that's pretty much the whole game plan, is just to run almost solo Trent as your team for the faction. Not literally solo in that you don't want to let everything just die immediately, but that's basically the premise of when you're doing the factions. Your faction Primal Rift. If you are dying too quickly, it might be that you need slightly higher stats, which you could either do through the Horde level thingy. But I'm pretty sure potion effects would be enough, even at base 100 stats, which would be the minimum that you would need, of course. Just due to getting in the full amount of points. How hard is it to unlock every mythic in the game? It could definitely take some time. It's definitely one of the harder things to do within the game. As far as exactly how hard in the current state of the game, I'm not sure. I know about a year ago, when the Switch version came out, within 2 months, had nearly half the troops in the game. However, it's the later half that's the hardest part to get. Like, your first half is going to be really easy. The second half is particularly difficult as far as hero leveling is concerned. I mean, as far as getting all troops is concerned. I'm not sure I'm going to take red. Why not? Now we'll get our Tesla in there. Get an explosion. And he's going to get a revive there. Nothing we can do about that. Refresh that blue storm to get over blues. Unfortunately, the other one's a little mana off. I'm just going to take it just so we can double cast kill. That's surprisingly not enough damage. I'll just let that die. It doesn't matter. And, oh, what am I doing? I could just kill with Astral Spirit. It doesn't even matter where I do it. There we go. All good to go. There we go. And there's our unlock. However, wasn't there another room, or was that the only one? Nope, that was the only room we needed here. And unless we get Valraven here, that is our final battle for now. Hopefully we get a Valraven. Yep, there we go. 2 more. Which is hopefully enough to do the next floor, or at least part of it. So for now we'll take some blue, and then by tomorrow we should be able to finish it out then. Which is how it normally goes down. We'll leave all that for now. Throw a Tesla down. Throw another Tesla. If nothing takes damage, I think we can actually one more Tesla to win. Nice. Already got it all right up. I'm actually deliberately not going to take that skull, because that would have reduced the amount of damage we did, and just in case that wouldn't have been enough. But there we go. Nice smooth fight. That's how we want all of them to go, ideally. 20. We have 2 more battles. We got a 3, and then we got the unlock. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, gosh. We got one for every single room, theoretically. Oh, gosh. We're definitely not going to be able to go any further then. Well, I guess we'll take 3 and 4 then. 3 for the fireball and 4 for the power. And then we'll probably be out of sigils. Now let's grab that, grab that. Nice full mana right off the start again. So throw a Tesla down. Throw another Tesla down. Grab our explosions. See if Astral Spirit can do anything. Oh no! We lost one of them. Yeah, that can actually be slightly problematic. Slightly problematic. There we go. Luckily one more Tesla is enough to kill. And there's our fireball. And technically every room is one that we need, so let's go for this one. The annoying bullet team. Double Tesla, or Tesla in general, is pretty good at upscaling. It's not the best for everything, but it scales pretty well. It's one of the slightly cheaper options for upscaling. Well, it is a legend. However, it's a legend that on its own pretty much does all the work of upscaling for you without really needing much else for synergy. Oh, another Valraven already. Nice. Maybe we'll be able to get this floor done. But yeah, Tesla scales her damage based on how much armor is in play. We're getting 319 additional damage per cast. And it does it based on all allies and all enemies. With the all enemies part being the most useful aspect of it. Because you actually get to scale based on the enemy stats. And as their stats get higher, so does your damage. Which works out quite well. Okay, so yeah, now we take 5. And then we take, yeah, we take 5 for the unlock and then move on. And those will be probably our last 2, because it'll be very unlikely we get lucky enough to get another Valraven. But you never know. What is the best class in the game? Titan. And you can actually get it pretty easily this week. The Titan Hero class event is this Thursday. So if you don't already have it or don't have it that leveled, you can try doing that more so this Thursday. But yeah, it's the overall best hero class in the game. And it's actually the hero class for this event week, oddly enough. So that's kind of convenient. You may notice we're even using it right now. It just has a lot of benefits. Really well-rounded. Most useful being that it barriers every brown, while also still having a really quick pacing with a lot of mana accumulation, decent skull damage, and just basically does every single role that you would ever need for the most part. There are still hero classes that beat it out in certain situations, but overall it's a really solid hero class. Oh, whoops, that's slightly problematic. There's no way he's going to kill the next one that quickly, so let's do that and then kill it out there. That should be enough damage. There we go. That was a little bit of a shaky battle. Still came through, though. And luckily it doesn't matter how many of our troops actually die for these, as long as we actually win the battle. Is Stonehammer a good mythic? No, unfortunately. Gurgulfa is even considered better than it, even though it has slightly less score reduction, just because the biggest issue with Stonehammer is if its ability misses, you pretty much like auto-lose the battle. Or not necessarily auto-lose, but it slows down the pacing of the battle so much. But he tends to not really be used that often, if at all. He's not worth it just for the score reduction. Normally what ends up happening is he just mana blocks too much, which is problematic. And one more will do it. And that is match for Tower of Doom today. Oh, unless it wants to do that. In which case we have to go cast 2 more times just to kill this thing. Such an annoying summon. What do we even need here? We'll take some red, I guess. Get our double Tesla going. Oh gosh, he barriered. Luckily we have Astral Spirit, though. Okay, let me do this to get rid of his barrier. Even though we technically need that mana. I need to get rid of that barrier more. And that's going to regain barrier. Oh, and our hero dies. How wonderful. Okay, so we need 2 instances of damage, so I'm not even going to bother casting until we have both those instances of damage operational. Otherwise, it's just going to be a waste. Okay, we got one up. Oh, I should have Astral Spirited that. Well, we'll take this for now. He's just going to go do that, though. But now we can get rid of all these greens, poke it, and then kill it with this Astral. Actually, that's not even going to be enough now, is it? That's problematic. Wow, it might actually out-heal me. That'd be very sad. This summon might actually kill us. This is very sad. This summon might actually kill us. I'm gonna let it skull us. Just need to damage it. Gonna let it have the skull. We'll take the other one For free, apparently. That is really sad. This summon might have actually just killed us. Just because it constantly keeps getting resummoned. Or not resummoned, but rebarrier, I mean. What a way to lose. If we actually end up losing. I think we still end up winning overall. We'll let it have 1 to 2 skulls. Okay, good. That is enough damage. Okay. Wow, that was close. That was way closer than it should have been. There we go. And we're on floor 21. And do we actually have enough scrolls to go all the way? Let's see. So we're at 21. We have 3 fireballs. So 1, let's just assume we just use it on every single room. 1, 2, so we used up 1. We used up all the fireballs. We did 2 battles, 4 battles, 5, 6, 7. How do we do that? We'd probably save 1 fireball to fireball to then fireball that 4. And then we fireball. So yeah, that's probably our 3 fireballs then. We fireball, oh wait, no, but then where would we use the heroism? We would fireball the 5, the 4, use it to complete out that floor, and then fireball the 2, then the 4, and then we do the rest of these battles. So all of 21, 22, and 23 we do. Which means that in total is how many sigils would we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 8. So we would need 8 sigils. Which means from the 4 tomorrow, we'd have to find 2 Val Ravens. Otherwise, we actually don't have enough battles to take it out right now. But yeah, we would require 8 battles. So that really comes down to Val Raven luck. We'll probably have 6 battles. If we have all 8, we'll be questionable. But that's pretty much the game plan then. We do all of 21. We do all of 22. We do all of 23. We fireball... Oh, wait. Actually, I might fireball that one. Let me see. What we definitely do is we fireball... let's count the fireballs. We fireball 4. We then use the heroism. We then fireball 2, which allows us to fireball 4. Oh, never mind. I only used 2. So never mind. We might have exact enough sigils then to do it tomorrow. Because we'll have 6 and we're going to have 6. So what will end up happening then is we do all of 21 normally. We then fireball 22 on room 2. We fireball 23 on room 5. We fireball room 4 on 24. So that's 3. Oh, wait. But I need to still have one for the thing. Okay, 1 less. So we fireball 23's 5. We fireball 24's 4. And then use the heroism. We then fireball 25's 2. That's all 3 of our fireballs, but that just gives us another fireball, which then allows us to fireball 25's 4. And then we do the final battle. So yeah, that will work then. So the number of battles that we actually have to do then is all of 21, which is 3. All of 22, which is 5. Oh, never mind. We might still not have enough battles. The final of 23, which is 6. None of 24, surprisingly. And then 1 within 25, which is 7. So yeah, we'll need 7 sigils, not 8. Which would still require a whole nother Val Raven. So yeah, what I said is still true. We still need to find 2 Val Ravens tomorrow to have enough. However, it's 7 battles, not 8. Okay, interesting. Anyways, in other news. Just trying to figure out our game plan for tomorrow. The fireball strategy. Also, hello, John. Welcome. Anyways, in other news, let's go do dailies, and then we'll go mess with faction. Actually, I'll hand out dailies, could do code, and then we'll mess with faction. Currently, we're trying to level Doomsayer. Should almost be level 92. Oh, never mind. We just got it to 91. So, never mind. It's far away from next level. Very far. Oh, yeah. We normally stream for about an hour and a half every single night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. especially Tuesday streams tend to go closer to an hour and a half because faction tends to take a little bit of time, especially since we don't even start it until about halfway into the stream normally. And that in itself is like not exactly an hour, but it takes a good handful of time. Some weeks are easier than others as far as the speed that you can do it at. We'll open our keys. Next time we'll be opening some keys is probably when next Mythic comes out. Generally, I save a good majority of my keys for Mythics, or for new Mythics, I should say, specifically, because it's the only thing I don't have in the game, or, you know, whenever a new Mythic comes out, we need to make sure we go get it so we can cover it for video and everything. So I tend to save a good majority of my keys, if not all of them, for whenever we get a new Legend, or new Mythic into the game. Though we do have a new Legend coming in soon, the first week of June, actually. We're not only getting a new Legend, but we're getting a new Mythic. On the Monday of that, the first Monday in June, we're getting a new Legend, and the first Friday of June, we're getting a new Mythic. And while the new Legend thing isn't always at that time, every single first Friday of every month is always a new Mythic. And that's consistent. But we got a lot of new content that week, first week of June. A lot of content. How many Volkies do we have? 197. Once we reach 200, we're probably going to start opening all of them beyond 200. Once we get to 200. At least that is the current game plan. Let's see, we'll go for that for now. And sure to be dead. Luckily, it should easily one-shot all these around this range. It won't for the later part of dungeons, which is what you normally switch to Phoenicia. However, I want to try getting EXP on Doomsayer, so we're probably just going to use this for all of them. Also, did we even change our Meddle setup at all this entire stream? I don't think we needed to. We just ran armor the entire time, which does work with Tesla build. Alright, let's kill these out. The first battle we should be able to one-shot. Second battle is questionable. Third battle we definitely won't be able to. It's more in Phoenicia range than it is in Rowan range. So that one will die. The next two probably won't. This one could, theoretically. But the last one always has enough stats to not die. Okay, that one didn't. Which is what normally happens. Last two don't. Oh, I should have taken those blues. Could have had full mana already. And killed him this turn. Now we gotta find our mana to go do it. Like we just got a Rowan. I mean, we just got a Leprechaun. Which will allow us to do that, and then that. Alright, one more battle. What would you say are the best troops to Meddle in the game? As far as what rarity? Yagwe Queen Netanya gains a lot of value. All of the Bounty Hunter troops under rare get a lot of value. Commons you tend to do based on Thrall and whatever other like really strong commons there are that you tend to use. Dragon Egg tend to be pretty good as well. Ultra Rare is basically based on the best utility troops that you tend to use. Oh yeah, I never did look to see what our offers were today. All of them look useless. Oh, we did get another one of those guild gifts again though, which theoretically has positive value. So I think we'll go for this. It has a 10 gem positive value. I keep sinking my gems into it though, but it is actually worth it. So we'll go for it. Poor gems. They keep going down. I feel like that number is almost going down quicker than it's going up these days. There we go. Okay, anyways. Now we're definitely going to need to switch our Meddle setup. Actually, what build are we going to run for this? We could go over a Wayne build. Obviously more so the Templar one. We can go Truffle. You know what? I'm just going to go the... I think we're going to go the what's it called route. Manage up, and as you can see, that's what we ran for Pure Faction. Same thing I mentioned for Pure Faction. Wait, why did it not let me use Templar? Oh, did I suggest something that's not even possible? Hold up, I forgot. That doesn't cover either of the 2 colors. I was thinking blue. Fail. I wonder how many people caught that during the thing. What you should use instead is just Mirage Queen, which is what I was going to use anyways. I was going to use, gosh, if I could type it right. Mirage Queen into, oh wait, never mind. Mirage Queen doesn't work for the coloration too. Never mind, we aren't allowed to use that. But yeah, why did I put a Templar in there then? Or was that for something else? But yeah, Templar doesn't work. I forgot, Mirage Queen doesn't work either because, why do I keep thinking blue, for this faction? But, gosh, what would we do for that then? Obviously, we switch back to Mountain or something else. I still want to run Rowan. Yeah, we can run Leprechauns. There's a bunch of Leprechauns. And literally just go all in Leprechaun with a Mountain. I guess we'll roll with that. All of the Leprechauns. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Doom. Yeah, that made sense. That's why I was blue oriented. Yeah, I was thinking Tower of Doom, which is why I had blue on my mind. I grabbed the Tower of Doom build, not the other one. Fail. But yeah, I grabbed the wrong team. That would explain why I had the Templar thing there. Completely just grabbed the wrong thing. I'm out of it. Okay, brown blue. What do we need for banner? Probably the minus. Oh no, we wouldn't want to run the minus purple one. I think we'd go with this. +2 blue to +1 yellow, because that gives us +2 blue, +2 green, and +1 brown. Every single plus that we need. So let's roll with this. I'm not going to run it with Titan though. We'll run it with something we need EXP on. So let's get some Doomsayer in there. Make sure he's not using something annoying. I might actually want to go with Ice Storm, and luckily we already have it set as well. So we're going to go with Ice Storm for this. And then get immediate Green Storm. Alright, let's just roll with this. I think this will run us through the entirety of the event. I don't really think we need to make any kind of revamp to it. The only other thing we might want to do is 20% mana start, especially for these earlier battles. However, let me go and register this team just so it doesn't change it when we go out. Yeah, we have +2 green, +2 blue, +1 brown. It's every plus we need for this team. Every possible plus we have. The +1 brown is to 2-turn the weapon, and the +2 blue is to 1-turn the Rowan on 5 times. And we'll start with 20% just so it speeds up these earlier battles a little bit. It won't really matter too much for the later battles though. To a degree that we might even want to go armor instead. Oh yeah, this is one of those delves I absolutely hate the layout of. It reminds me of All-Seeing Eye, with how annoying the layout of this place is. It even has that annoying tier 1 room as well. Not only does it barely give any points, but it actually has some of the most annoying battles of any of the tier rooms, oddly enough. Yeah, you can run double Queen Beatrix as well. That would probably work a little bit better towards the later end of these free battles. Oh, that reminds me, we don't have enchant yet. I need to go grab that. There is no limit to how many Vault Keys you could theoretically have, aside from the amount of time it would take to farm that many Vault Keys. But no, every resource in this game, I believe, does not really have a cap, other than hero class XP and how far you can like level stuff and all that. But as far as actual resources are concerned, oh yeah, I keep forgetting they moved the final battle to the middle. The final battle of this delve used to be down here, and it always throws me off that they moved its location. Because now whenever I do this faction, I'm always like, oh yeah, the final battle's at the bottom. And then it's like, oh yeah, they changed it, like, for stirring some patch randomly for whatever reason. Not sure why they changed it, but it always throws me off because I'm so used to Primal Rift's final room being on the bottom. I think even when we did Pure Faction, it was on the bottom. But, yeah, they definitely changed it. I forget when they changed it, but they changed it within the last several months. Also, it feels like all we are using today is Rowan, which makes sense. She's extremely meta. Oh, this is one of the main reasons why this is the most annoying delve in the game. Or not the most annoying delve in the game, but I mean, tier 1's being the most annoying. It's because of this battle right here. Gosh, now we gotta deal with first slot Rowan. That is horrifically bad. Though luckily we're at such a low level range that it shouldn't really matter. Yeah, that room is by far the most annoying room for quick killing delves. These it disorients your team. You can technically wait it out and wait till it moves you all the way back to normal. However, the amount of time that takes is absurdly long. Like, you waste a whole minute or two doing that. Normally closer to 2 minutes. Definitely not favorable. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to stream some Grand Theft Auto 5 tomorrow. Some people were asking for it earlier. It's free to keep, apparently. So theoretically, I guess I could stream it at any time after. Because don't you permanently get to keep it if you download it from the Epic Store? I've never even downloaded the Epic Store. I'm pretty sure this is a ploy, literally, just to get people to download the Epic Store. Because a lot of people probably don't. I never bothered. Because I had no reason to. But hey, for free Grand Theft Auto 5, just to try it, why not? Yeah, that's... How did they even get a deal with, what is it, Rockstar? That company? Whatever it's called? How on earth did they get a deal to hand out, like, one of their most popular games ever for free? Like, how much money would they have had to have paid to get Rockstar to agree to hand out their game for free permanently for anyone who does it during this time frame? Though that is pretty good marketing on Epic Games' side. Yeah, I never even looked at the Epic Games Store because I never downloaded it. They have quite a few indie games that they buy out that are on it, exclusively only on Epic Games. So I might need to look around, see what they have. I'm pretty sure I won't be buying much, but if nothing else, maybe we'll try Grand Theft Auto. I haven't played one since, like, the second game. And personally, I never really cared for them a whole ton. The genre of game, I'm not too huge a fan of. I do have the full collection. Between Steam and now the 5th one, I believe I actually have the full collection. All of the ones that are on Steam, I got through a bundle for ultra cheap. And now I'll have Grand Theft Auto 5, which is the most recent one. I always got all of them in case I would ever get around to them. But just never got around to them. They have done it with other games, I never even noticed. I don't normally pay much attention to gosh, I'll say the right company eventually, to Epic Games. And even lately, I haven't even been paying much attention to Steam either. So we'll go for that. Grab our explosions. Anything else we need to move around? Yeah, let's go for that for now. Also, what other games have they done it for in the past? Biggest is Assassin's Creed. Oh no, I would never care for Assassin's Creed. They do it for all the games I wouldn't care for. Oh yeah, a lot of end game builds when you're doing lower stat battles like these will die in one shot later in the game, as we don't one shot immediately, not one shotting. But yeah, the lower level range you tend to use Rowena for. That's why you see me using her so much today, as it ends up working out for a lot of battles that are a bit towards the weaker side. However, as you get higher in stats, it doesn't kill as well. You can theoretically upscale it with her shield, but it slows down in those instances compared to when you can go one-shots. Yes, we are allowed to use truffle. We can't build a perfect truffle build, but we can use truffle, yes. You can also do it for the blue event as well, for Tower of Doom. You can also use Beatrix. I'm not sure what we'll change into for later battles, if we even need to change at all. Hello, Holog! Oh no, you went homeless. I theoretically was for a short duration during high school, but I hope everything goes well. Was it due to pandemic reasons? Because I know there's going to be like a gigantic eviction crisis in America, like after the pandemic. Because while evictions are somewhat frozen right now, the amount of evictions that are going to happen whenever this pandemic finally ends is going to be so absurdly high. Like probably the highest in history. Let's see. We'll take that for now. Luckily, I don't think anyone in my family rents anymore. Which is good. Though, of course, sometimes you need to rent. And there are instances where renting can actually be cheaper than buying. Especially if your job requires travel. Yeah, I believe it's on a state-by-state level. There is one federal policy, but I believe it only covers people who have like a federal loan on the house, which you would have to know like your landowners or landlord's like thing, which a lot of people like wouldn't know by default, like what kind of loan they have. And I believe that only covers like a small portion of people, even though there was a federal policy. But most of it comes out to state-by-state policy as far as how that's handled. So every single state could have a completely different situation with it. You lost your house at Christmas and your job from the crisis. Ouch. So have to stay outside at your new girl's mother's place while it was illegal to sleep in the car while lockdown was on. Really? They wouldn't even let you sleep somewhere in your car? It's pretty unfortunate. I know a lot of places by Myrtle Beach are like that. Mostly because it's a really touristy area. So you don't want to see like random people like sleeping in their cars. So it's not really allowed here. There are some states that do allow it though. Like they have even like designated areas where you can do it. Or if there's one close to you, you might want to look around and see if it might be worth it. If you do have to move to something like that. Because I know there are areas around the United States where you can pretty much park your car for free if you're homeless and basically live there. And normally they have a few other things to kind of help out. Yeah, I was for a very, very short duration while in high school. Because my dad ended up going bankrupt. It was basically legally homeless though. I didn't really feel much of the effect of it. Compared to like actually being homeless. But I was still theoretically legally homeless during the time. For several months. Let's see. I'll take this one here. How long have I been playing Gems of War since it launched? Since 2014, end of 2014 is when it launched. So, yeah, for a while. It launched in like November of 2014. I've been playing since then. Should you Meddle Rowan? It's pretty expensive to do so. It's not even that good to do so. I believe all she gains is 6 damage. However, if you're planning on using her a lot, which most people do, it could be worth considering. She doesn't gain much of a benefit, only gaining 6 additional magic from being fully meddled. However, 6 damage is 6 damage, and if you're using her a lot, that could be the difference between killing and not killing certain battles. So even though it's not much of a benefit from being fully meddled, it's enough of a benefit if you use her a lot that it's worth doing. How did I find out this game existed? I found out from a friend, actually. I was playing a game called Unepic, which I actually have about 1,000 hours in or so. And we were doing like a multiplayer map, kind of just chilling, playing. And at one point it ended up coming up, and he was like playing, and I was like, oh yeah, let's go make a guild together. And we ended up doing it. The guild actually got pretty high at some points within the game. And he ended up stopping playing the game after like a couple months, but I still kept going. Went into bigger guilds. Eventually made my own guild about a year later, which is the one we're still in today. And kind of just went from there. Yeah, Unepic was a pretty good game. I've chatted with the developer of it a little bit, actually. I actually knew some people that knew the developer like really, really well. Like personal close friends with the developer of the game. Not me personally, but friends. Friend of my friends. Basically knowing him. But yeah, it was a pretty solid game. More of like a comedic kind of RPG kind of thing. Multiplayer had a lot of potential, but it never really took off. I really enjoyed the multiplayer of that game. I think these days it's pretty much dead, though, unfortunately. It was an indie game, after all. Also, that game had some really, really fun glitches in it, too. That eventually got patched, but while they existed were some of the funniest things I've ever seen. There was a coding error that if you got 100% attack speed, you would reach infinite attack speed, because the way that attack speed was scaled was a little bit weird with how he coded it. And basically, if you got 100%, it was the equivalent of infinite. So you could do infinite damage per second, nearly, if you had 100% attack speed. And there were some combinations that you could do that would end up doing it, and it was pretty hilarious. It would also cause a weird glitch where bows would fire from a different spot on the area, which would allow you to hit areas that you wouldn't normally be able to do. It made like a whole little internal meta of the game that only the extremely overpowered glitch could really do, but it was pretty funny to mess around with. Let's see. I was actually the one that reported those glitches to him, too. I should have never done it. Would have been so much funnier if they just permanently existed within the game. Oh, do grab here. We'll take that for now. Do I play Fortnite? No, I've never played Fortnite. I'm generally not a fan of shooter games to any capacity. Never been a huge fan of the genre. The main kind of games I tend to play are turn-based strategy, roguelikes, and actually those are probably like the main two genres. There are other things that have like a little bit of overlap here and there, like tower defenses and a few other things here and there. But I feel like those are probably like the biggest two genres that I tend to play. I play RPGs on occasion. Depends on the RPG though. There's probably a few others mixed in there. I'll throw that down for now. But I've been considering playing something like One Step from Eden a little bit more on this channel. I don't have that many hours in it. I think I'm currently at like 15 or 20 hours. But I'm finally at the point where I have like a really, really decent understanding of the game. And Now it's just about execution of actually playing them out. It's a pretty fun game. The only bad issue with it, with streaming, is I feel like it's slightly too fast-paced to even stream, as weird as that may seem. In the sense that if anyone's watching the stream, they'll have almost no clue what's going on. Because it's that fast-paced. Let's see, we'll take that over. That's the only really big issue with that game compared to the Mega Man, so to understand it. But One Step from Eden is so fast-paced, especially towards the later part of the game. Once you reach, you know, once you've already gotten built up and can, like, almost, like, instantly kill out every level. It's, like, hard to follow what on earth is going on. Yeah, it gets really, really intense. Well, you can interact once every single battle ends. But, like, during each battle, there's, like, no way to interact at all. I still want to try Slay the Spire. Isn't that turn-based? I heard that its card system is a little bit similar to One Step from Eden. Or I heard that One Step from Eden is similar to that. So I assume it's vice versa as well. I do have it. I just haven't played it yet, Slay the Spire. Been meaning to. Because that would be slower paced enough that we could stream it. And it'd be understandable what's going on. Plus, I never even played it, so we could learn it together. Let's see, we'll take that down. Yeah, I kind of like those games that are like roguelike deck builders. They work pretty well. I'm also starting to slightly lose interest in Animal Crossing. And it's not because of the game itself, actually. It's because of people who play the game. The economy of the game is so broken right now. Between people who time travel, people who duplicate with glitches, and people who literally hack the game to break the economy, it's just getting so discouraging to do anything in it. Because one of the main reasons I would want to play the game is for the economy aspect. And the economy is so broken right now, if you're playing fairly, that there's almost no point. I'll still be playing it here and there, obviously. But we'll probably be streaming it a lot less. Starts doing other games. Although we will still be streaming it here and there. But probably less than we have been. Maybe like once a week or so. Kind of as like a recap like we almost did last Saturday. Let's see. But I do see myself playing it a lot less. And it's not even because I'm getting tired of the game. It's because I'm tired of other people and the style of which they play the game. And breaking the economy. Like, I don't mind people if they're literally going to, like, hack in every single item for themselves. What I have a problem with is if they hack in every single item for themselves and then also trade all those items to other people into the economy. That is when it becomes a big issue. But no, we'll still be doing it. Just not as often. Yeah, I haven't really seen any interesting match 3 games come around. And most of the really small ones just haven't really seemed that interesting. It's kind of hard to do a match 3 game properly without it seeming just like a generic match 3 game. Gems of War does enough to make itself really unique, but I feel like most games don't try to do the match 3 genre. It's an extremely niche genre, which might be why there's not a lot of like big title games that comes out for it. But it's a genre that has a lot of potential. Also, that's a game that's coming out that we might stream a little bit. Nintendo is getting a pack of like 51 games coming out soon. think it was like 40 bucks or something. A little bit pricey. But I had a couple that I want to have, just to mess around with. It has Uno on it, which I technically already have on another game, but it'll be a more populated Uno. It has chess, checkers, that one thing with those little beads that move, and a bunch of other fun little games. I was considering getting it, mostly because its multiplayer base will probably be pretty good compared to many other games, since it's a Nintendo game, and everyone will be in quarantine. Let's see. I'll take that for now. I'll grab that. Get a Mountain Crusher down. Did you check anything about Legends of Runeterra? Never heard of it. What is it? Sounds interesting. But yeah, we will be doing that. If anyone has a Switch and gets it, we'll do games in multiplayer too with you guys, assuming there's an option to do so. I know it has multiplayer. I'm not sure if you can make your own lobby and invite people specifically. They might have to be on your friends list or something. Not sure exactly how that works. But yeah, gosh, it's been ages since I played chess. I used to do it quite a bit in high school. Not like competitively, but like just for fun competitively. But I'm not the greatest at chess, but enough to be. That's tend to be like how I am normally with most games with friends. Like I'm not like the absolute greatest at it, but normally just enough better to beat every single friend I have. That tends to be my skill level at most games I play competitively. It's not like ultra competitive level, but enough to beat every friend I have. Generally. Let's see, we'll throw that down for that. Like, that's generally my goal with a competitive game. Or, you know, like anything where the goal of the game is, like, literally just to win. Is, I just gotta be good enough to beat all my friends. And that tends to scale my skill level in any game. Let's see. And then you realize all your friends are jocks. I don't think I have any that are. I can't recall ever having any. Like, almost all my friends have been, like, hardcore nerds. Like, even more so than me. Like, they make me not even look like, a lot of my friends in the past, and even some currently, like, makes me seem like not even a nerd at all. Let's see. We'll throw that down for now. And down it goes. What should we do with writs? Currently, writs are mostly used for creating purple deeds. The reason for this is, of all the deed colors, purple is the absolute most useful. And the reason for this is there are 4 magic kingdoms off of purple. And out of any stat to gain additional of, purple is the most useful. But currently it is, it is craft purple deeds. And once you have all 4 of the magic kingdoms maxed, the thing that you would do with writs is craft Imperials. But at this current moment in time, you'd want to craft purples. But yeah, what is that one game? Oh gosh, I'm trying to figure it out. It's actually probably one of my favorite games. I'll probably almost be playing the most, actually. Once that thing comes out on Nintendo. But it's, what's that one game? Where you have a bunch of little oval, like, circles. And you have these little beads. And you move based on how many beads there are in the little circle. So if there's, like, 3, you move it 3. And then the bead gets put into each one of those little things. And then you try filling up your entire circle thing on your one side to be more than the other enemy's entire circle. I absolutely love that game. I forget what it's called. I completely forget what it's called off the top of my head. One of you is bound to know what I'm trying to refer to. Maybe I need to explain it better. I feel like I just failed miserably at explaining it. But it's such a simple game, but I absolutely love it. It's a great strategy game. Let's see. Now I almost want to go look it up because it'll bother me that I don't know what on earth it's called. Mandala? It might be called Mandala. Let me double check. Let me Google it real quick. Almighty Google. What is it called? Let's see. Google. If I could spell. Mandala? Wait, what is that? I already spelled it wrong. Let's see, what is it called? Oh gosh, what is it called? Fine, I'll just look up a trailer of the thing then. And figure it out that way. Gosh, why can I not remember what it's called? I will find it. Also, while I'm here, let me leave a like on my own stream. Hello, my stream. On my other computer. Someone left an upside down like button. Okay, anyways, what am I looking for? I will find out what this thing is called. Let me just look up the trailer. That'll probably be the easiest way to find it right now. Oh gosh, how can I not remember what this thing is called? How is this a thing I have forgotten? This is sad. No. Where'd it go? Gosh. There it is. Yeah, Mancala. Mancala. Gosh, I might have just spelled it incorrectly then. Yeah, it's called Mancala. Absolutely love Mancala. But it's basically, a bunch of beads. And you're basically trying to fill your side with the most. And you basically move it based on the number that is in every single one of the little circles. Such a simple game, but so much strategy that you can do with it. Absolutely love it. Probably really rusty at playing it, but it's probably one of my favorite board games like in existence. As far as like those really strategy-based old-time board games, classics. As far as like all the like extremely classic ones. It's definitely like my absolute favorite. But yeah, it's called Mancala. Mancala. Alright, let me go hand out code. I never did earlier, did I? Yeah, D ended up mentioning it. I typed in the the first one he said, but yeah, he corrected it. Mancala. Yep. Yeah, Mancala is what it's called. Hey, so he actually got it right. Someone got it. Someone was able to figure it out with my very vague description. What happened to Animal Crossing today? I ended up getting a bit of a cough again. I still kind of had it for a little bit. I've also gotten quite a bit discouraged in actually playing it due to the current economy of the game. We will be playing it for here and there, but I probably will be streaming it just a little bit less in general these days. At least until the economy kind of settles. It's just getting real discouraging to play currently. But there's a lot of interesting games coming out soon. Also, I'm not sure if I'll be doing Paper Mario or not. I kind of want to. Like, it's somewhat a return to form for the series. However, it also looks like it's not going to meet every single expectation of everyone who wants a game that's like a 1,000-year door. And that's going to be the main disappointing part about it. I'm kind of hesitant to get it on release, just because I feel like it's going to be too disappointing. Let's see. We'll take that for now. Because it looks like it won't live up to 1,000-year door. It'll be an improvement from the previous Paper Marios. But it doesn't look like it's going to be 1,000-year door quality. We'll take that for now. Oh, we still don't know. We only gotten one preview for it so far. We'll still be doing plenty of Nintendo stuff into the future. I'll still be doing Animal Crossing streams, just not as often as we have been. Also, is this the last battle already? Gosh, we need to go hand out code. I already breezed through like the entire thing now. Fail. As soon as we finish out this battle, I have to hand out code. And then we'll probably try getting a level on our hero class if we didn't already. Or never mind, we already got a level on it. Well, we could get another level. Let's see. I'll throw that down for now. In terms of speed, it depends what kind of battle you're doing. Depending on the battle, Truffle or Beatrix could be quicker. There isn't a definitive one that is always quicker than the other. It depends what you're up against. Okay, we got like 2 more battles we need to go do. But before we do, let me go take tribute, and let me go hand out code. Alright, so there's tribute, and let me go hand out code. That's not code. That is Mancala. Where is the code section? Where is the code section? Also, I haven't marked the codes. I need to... There we go. First try. Let's see. I want to put that right over there. Put that there, put that there, put that there, put that there, and here you guys go. Here's the redeem code you use on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Redeem code's right over there. But yeah, invite code's right over there in bottom left corner. Redeem code's right over there in chat with the P4. And gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And only works on PC mobile version. But there you guys go. Alright, let's go finish this out. Show need another battle or 2. So this battle, do another, and that should be it. Have mark off the codes. That takes like seconds. The only reason I don't is because the edit button is all the way at the bottom, rather than being at the top. I'm not sure why there isn't one on both sides. Well, on the forum, you can only edit a post if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the post. There's not an edit button at the top of the post. So for very long posts like that one, it's really annoying to try to go down to the edit button. Though it could literally take seconds. Like I can do it within like, here I'll do it right now. Let's see. You click edit, go all the way down here, go to there, get rid of these. I'm not even going to mark them, I'm just going to delete them. Normally I don't, just to make sure I don't accidentally get rid of codes I do need. Which one did we just hand out? Wait, which one did we just hand out? Why don't I see it here? Oh, there it is. And then you just delete everything above, or you can just mark it. But lately I've just been deleting, because I've been thoroughly making sure we haven't been skipping any. How many codes do we have left? We have about 15 left, so I do need to ask Salty for more probably in the next upcoming week, just to make sure she gets them to us on time. Ah, there we go. All have been marked. It has been done. But yeah, Truffle loops better, but Beatrix is better against stats effects. Beatrix is definitely better in Guild Wars, whereas Truffle is basically better everywhere else. If you need a short answer to that, that's pretty much the answer. Is Beatrix is best for Guild Wars, and Truffle is better in every other situation. And the main reason for that is because of her cleanse. Hey, and we got another orange, purple, I mean. Nice. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nice little bit of progress there. And as that, Oven those are just the things for our guild thingy. But, yeah, so Tower of Doom, we might be able to get done tomorrow if we get lucky on Val Ravens. We're almost done with all rewards, too, so it looks like they both might happen simultaneously, which would be pretty cool. Actually, might as well grab this, too, see if we get any good orb luck here. We got a purple earlier. Ah, and then we get double green, fail. Where are all the blues at? So we did get a major blue the other day. Where are we on ranking? Not like it really matters. 61. Let's see, what do we need to reach 50 if we were even going to bother? Which we're probably not. To reach 50, we would need another 20. We would need 20 more Dooms defeated. Which isn't that many away. No, it's only for 15 gems and a single Doom. The single Doom being useless. The 15 gems not as useless. Theoretically, if you add that up, that's actually quite a bit of gems. It's 450 across your entire guild. Which adds up, of course. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions or anything? Let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably start wrapping up. Hey, your guild is winning. Nice. What guild is your guild? Are you guys actually in first place? It's quite amazing. There's not really much of a need to, but you do get quite a bit of gems. But the only problem is the amount of cost of gems in order to get leaderboard might exceed the even value that you get off of it. In the sense that if you try going for it, you'd already spend so many gems just to get a bunch of gems back. Throne of Odin. Let's see, how far up are you guys? Oops, that's the wrong one. Throne of Odin. Oh yeah, you guys are in first place. Nice. Is it even worth it though? How many gems have each of you spent like to get to that point? Because last I recall, don't you actually net lose gems by trying for first? Because if every single person in your guild goes for like tier, like at least above tier 5, if not further, like I'm not sure how far some of you guys are going, aren't you spending more gems than you're even getting back? Like it makes sense on some leaderboards because you get orbs of power and other orbs, but wouldn't you net lose gems going for first? And you can simply just use a Orb of Ascension to do the thing. I never understood Tower of Doom's leaderboard because the reward system for it makes it seem not worth it. Of course you lose gems, but it's fun. Interesting. But yeah, I still don't understand the leaderboard for Tower of Doom. It has no incentive structure to win other than just for the fun of winning and just to show, hey, we won for this event. Are Dooms worth it? No. The actual Doom troops are pretty bad. And also, once you get them to Legendary, which if you've been playing since Dooms came out, you'd have all of them at Legendary right now. But, most likely. But, once you get them to Legendary, you just use a single blue orb on them and get them maxed, which is actually what we did on all of our orbs, on all of our Dooms, I mean. So, yeah, as you can see, we have every single Doom maxed. And we're able to do this by getting them to Legendary, which most people likely would have done if you played every Doom since release. About 2 years ago, and then just use a blue orb on them, and boom, they're up. And you have them fully maxed, and beyond that, every copy you get is pointless. And the only reason I maxed them out was so we'd have them for kingdom upgrades, of course. A little bit of a waste of blues, but we don't have many other things to be using blues on at the moment, so I figured it was one of the few things we could still get value out of that's within the game. Anyways, anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I will probably start wrapping up. We'll be back, as I mentioned, hour prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every single night. We'll be messing around with the pet. It's not a new pet, right? We're getting a kind of new pet on Friday, or on Saturday. But yeah, it's just giant pet, which is still a pretty good pet nonetheless. It's one of the newer ones, but it's not like an actual new one. But it's still a giant bonus. That's nice. Other than that, we have a Thursday class event for Titan, which is going to be really good. Titan, best hero class in game. Definitely highly advise leveling some if you haven't already gotten it up. Definitely unlocking if you haven't unlocking it. Friday we have nothing. And then Saturday we have a pet that is new to quite a few people. If you didn't end up getting it from about 2 years ago. But yeah, you need the copies of Dooms for kingdom upgrades. Quite a few kingdoms do require it. It's why I got them all to Mythic. But that's the only reason you'd really need Doom copies. However, you can get quite a few from the event. Though you do get a little bit of a speed boost if you do get leaderboard, which I guess some guilds might want to try focusing on if they're a little bit behind. But, I don't know, it seems weird that a guild would both have enough gems to make a high place on leaderboard, while simultaneously also having not played much in the last 2 years. It's a weird combination, though there is probably some amount of guilds that are like that, as well as people in those guilds. Because some people can reach endgame within under a year, even within under half a year. If you play this game a lot, like multiple hours a day, like 5+, and you can get into a decent guild really quickly, like within your first few weeks, and kind of go from there, you can reach endgame within under a year, even possibly under half a year, if you play like a ton a lot, and just use your resources really efficiently. There are people that have done it. Even on my Switch account, I theoretically was getting towards endgame. We were still in the late game kind of area, like mid game going into late game. However, if we kept playing it for a couple more months at the rate that we were going, we would have reached endgame within that time. Because we had almost half the mythics in the game by like the 2-month mark or so, which was really decent pacing. We also had 3 power orbs, which was almost halfway to Zugoth and stuff like that within 2 months. So we had really good pacing on it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe out there. And yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. And I'm not sure if we're going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 5 tomorrow. I'm definitely going to download it so we have it for whenever we do get around to it. I'm not sure if I'm specifically going to be doing it tomorrow, though. Not sure what the game plan is for tomorrow, to be honest. I'll kind of just figure out as we get into the day and get to that point. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful time. Catch you guys later. And goodbye, everyone.